I don't know what happened to our intro.
Oh, it didn't.
It just said, "You're live." I was like, "Well, I guess we're live."
Did I take it off? Oh man, can we
Uh,
we'll just do
and I
the
don't want
outro, I guess.
to. Yeah, we'll have to figure it out. Hopefully, it's there. So we're live. Welcome to Middle
Welcome.
Letter.
If you can't tell, we are rusty. No one's here to see us be rusty currently, so that's good.
That's good. That's good. The only people who notice is everybody checked it out in the replay. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Nice to be back. It's been a minute. It's been people have been traveling and people have been doing a lot. So glad to be back with y'all, man. In 2 weeks.
Yep. Been 2 weeks.
I dropped a couple videos. Check them out.
Yep.
We need to redo the Earl one. I think it'd be better if me and you react to that. But you also need to react to that.
The milk. Oh, hold on. I lost you. I think it's. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just saying, we gotta watch that. Maybe even not on a video, but we gotta watch the video on Boss earning $20K a month. That had me shook, and I don't know why. It's a weird video. It's just weird.
Wait, which one?
The one I reacted to. Earn $20K a month by being your own boss.
Oh! I haven't seen that. Have I seen that one? I don't think I've seen that
check
one.
it out. Check it out. It's weird.
Okay. Was it like different rules of being that you got to do, or was it like different rules and stuff you had to follow?
The movie?
Yeah, whatever you were watching.
It is weird. I can't explain it. It feels like an infomercial, but it's weird. Just check it out.
Okay. When did you drop that?
I dropped that when we were at the reunion, so I figured that's why you didn't watch it. Yeah, I dropped them when we were at the reunion. And that was a good time. Shout out to the Solder Hill reunion.
Yeah,
that was Chicago. Love y'all.
Good time.
Guys, yeah, man. That was much needed.
Yeah.
Drink more than I needed to. I haven't been drinking, so I drink then.
I don't know how you did that because you haven't done it in a while.
Yeah. So, and I did drink this past weekend, but I'm getting back to no drinking again.
All right.
Anyways, yeah, that was a good time.
Definitely.
Man, yeah, that's all we can say about that. Really.
Yeah. Went by way too fast, and that's not because of the events that were set up. The events that were set up were great. It's just that when you're having that much fun, you know what I mean, with that many people you haven't seen in a long time, your family, your loved ones, and all that, time just flies. It really does.
It's weird how it's such a big family, you're not gonna be able to see everybody who you want to see, because you're gonna kind of find people you hang out with. That's just how it always goes.
Yeah, it's ones you grew up with, cousins you grew up with. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the ones you grew up with, and whether it be cousins, uncles, aunties, whatever, But yeah, definitely did not get to get to everybody that I wanted to. So I mean, our reunions got to be like a week long, dude. Like
that's what we were saying. That's what we were saying in the room, but it's gotta be at least 4 or 5 days because it's just not long enough for you to kick it.
Right.
Because I think the events are great, but I also understand you gotta be. And let's be fair, y'all did a great job. I would want that anytime. Because it was so easy. The fish fry barbecue.
Yeah.
I just need one more day for me.
Just one more day.
In one of them days.
Yeah.
And just to have a kick it day, because it's just hard to get all the kick it time with everybody.
Right. I think we have that at the next reunion on Mom's side.
That's true. Everybody's talking about the 4th of July and what we're doing. I think we were going to Unc's house. But we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
We're already going to Uncle James Jr.'s house, I guess. But we'll figure out what we're doing. I just want to see fireworks. so that's all I care about.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to be in a major city 4th of July weekend, so
That's interesting, right?
yeah, I'm kind of happy about it.
Me too.
Just in case we get bombed or anything.
I didn't think about that.
We'll be in Oxford, Alabama, so we'll have to worry about it. Nobody even knows where that is, so we're good.
Interesting place to be. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, but no, shout out to the our family in Alabama, and we had some of them up for the Slaughter Hill reunion as well. So that was dope.
Yep.
That was dope. Yeah.
Dope.
But all right, what we got today, bud?
Today we got something light. Then we're getting back into it. We're not jump into our usual heavy material. I think we're at another Alan Watts video from the channel Seek Motivation. So it's not really anything, I guess, heavy that I don't think anybody's gonna argue with this kind of content. Usually we're talking about, Jesus being real. I mean, that's a heavy topic. And Preston had a good idea. He said he wanted to join us one day and argue it. We welcome people want to be invited to the show and want to talk about it. Yeah, I'm welcome for that.
Who was saying that? Who was in that, Melvin?
Preston said it.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
No, that'd be kind of dope if they want to, quote unquote, call in or get invited up and, be like, hey, this video is BS.
Right.
I don't care. I didn't make the videos.
Yeah. If you want to just, if you want to jump in, we can send an invite to your, I usually send it to the email. But I think we send it on Messenger and we can text it too. So
be real, I'm gonna be picky if that's the thing. We're gonna pick and choose what we want to come up here. But yeah, for sure. Like if we feel like someone have a good case, why not? Right. Now the haunted ones and the ones that are quote unquote true horror stories. I mean, I don't want people to call in on that. How you can't argue that. We don't know if it's true or not. You want to defend the religious ones. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, or just have a discussion with it. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be a debate. You can just have a discussion around it, and how how creepy something is, or not, or react to the videos that we show on Game for the Gang, and also on Cap or No Cap. So
that'd be. I just thought about that too. Yeah, I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
What is it? Show comments on stage. What is that? Live comments from viewers will appear on screen during the stream. Keep the conversation going. Want to try that? See if it works?
I think it's already on.
I just turned it on.
Okay.
Well, I'll just turn it on. Let's see. Let's make sure everything is working too, because it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
And we're just a little bit out of practice. All right, so it looks like that came up. All right, cool. So I guess we can just go ahead and get into the Alan Watts video.
Okay. I got it queued up. I'll go ahead and try to see if I can get this going.
All right, go for it.
And then we'll take it from there.
Oh, there it is.
So this is Alan Watts, Why the Chosen Ones Walk Alone.
And welcome everybody in the chat.
That's better for everybody. That better for everybody, you think? Yeah. All right, let's get it.
The thing about those who walk a path of awakening, a quiet solitude that follows them like a shadow. It is not a loneliness imposed from the outside, but a deep understanding that makes ordinary companionship difficult. Most people are bound together by mutual illusions, by shared dreams of what life is supposed to be. But the moment one sees through the dream, the ties that once held them to others begin to loosen. A person who sees the nature of reality cannot pretend. They do not chase validation, nor do they seek to belong for the sake of comfort. They are not enchanted by the games of status, gossip, or the endless pursuit of things that will one day fade into dust, and this makes them strange to the world. Others may smile at them, exchange pleasantries, even admire them from a distance, but they will not truly connect. For connection, as most know it, relies on shared illusions, and once one has stepped beyond, there is no returning to that old way of being. There is an unsettling truth in realizing that most friendships are built on need. People need entertainment, reassurance, a distraction from their own emptiness.
Mm.
But the one who has glimpsed something beyond does not need in that way. They do not grasp or cling. They do not engage in relationships that exist merely to fill time or silence.
Mhm.
They see beauty in solitude, in the vastness of their own being, and in the quiet space where truth emerges. To those who still live within the framework of the mind, such a person appears distant, perhaps even arrogant. But it is not arrogance, it is simply the absence of the need to perform, to be anything other than what they are. And this makes them difficult to relate to. The world admires the wise from afar, but does not truly wish to know them. For to know them is risk
Let's see.
offering one's comfortable illusions. And most people would rather keep their illusions than embrace the unknown.
Hmm.
Those
That's pretty deep.
Yeah, Melvin and I were talking about that yesterday. Contrarians are like that. And I think we showed a video. I don't know, a few shows back, maybe longer than that, where when you introduce a new idea to somebody, they're quick to reject it because it crushes the beliefs that they have. You know what I'm saying? It breaks their
Mhm.
reality a little bit, and so they're not listening to you when you bring those new ideas to them. They have the barriers up already, the walls up.
Yeah, I agree with that. To an extent. I also understand that like a lot of people think that. We'll just keep playing the video. I
Okay.
agree with that. I agree with that.
who walk this path do not lament their solitude, for they understand that it is not loneliness, but freedom. A freedom that allows them to exist without compromise, to see the world as it is, rather than as it is wished to be. And while the world may see this as having zero friends, the truth is something far greater. The one who has let go of illusions has made peace with everything.
Yep.
There is
Mhm.
something profoundly unsettling about seeing the world for what it is.
The Jedi.
It is as if a veil has been
Well,
lifted. And in that moment,
this is kind of just stoicism, and
What'd
all
you
right,
call it? What'd you call it?
stoicism, being
Stoicism.
stoicism is like if you ever research that, there's like literally philosophers up about what it is, and honestly, it's just accepting the world for what it is. And a big thing someone said I watch a lot of not politics YouTube, but
Mm,
I guess like social. Yeah, I guess I watch a lot of politics YouTube as far as like people discussing what are better ways to run society. And the deuce is something profound that I've always kind of like thought about. Is like a lot of people live their life where they use their beliefs to try to shape the reality. And I don't. I use reality to shape my beliefs.
yeah.
I don't look at things and say what it ought to be. I look at what it is, and I say, okay, well, how am I going to conform to what this is? Because this
Mhm.
isn't going to go anywhere. The sky's going to be blue tomorrow. I'm going to breathe oxygen tomorrow. But a lot of the issue that we have now is we have a lot of like, I asked it on YouTube, do you think this whole anti-intellectualism movement we have going on in America is ripping the fabric of society? Because people are going to find anything that backs up their beliefs and say it's fact.
Right.
And I'm like, well, I don't do that. I look at things that will challenge my beliefs and see if I'm wrong. It's like I could be wrong, or I could be. You know what I mean? But I
Right.
think a lot of people have a hard time with that these days.
Yeah. Yeah. I like what you said. They try to find something to make whatever their belief is fact, but it's not fact. It's all opinion. You're going to go to the thing that's going to support your view or your belief
Right.
on something, and you're gonna totally ignore the antithesis of that.
Exactly.
You
And on
know.
the flip side, I avoid being the person saying, and I use it sometimes, but I shouldn't. But a recent conversation we had made me think about it. I try to avoid saying, "Well, I look into this stuff more." because it doesn't matter if someone's not if someone didn't do the research and they're going and they're making the argument based off their beliefs, it doesn't matter at that point if you know more than they do. You know what I mean,
Right.
you just have to say what you know and leave it at that, and
Yep.
let them figure out if they want to study it, look into it more. I
Right.
think
Right.
we do more of that, other than like going back and forth with people. You just gotta let them have it at that point. Like, you know what? I can't argue things that you can't fully bring up to me. If you can't bring evidence to it, why argue?
Right. 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 And even and again, a lot of it is just opinion. There's
Yeah, a
some
lot of
there's
opinion.
when you get into, especially when you get into the matters of philosophy and faith and beliefs and stuff like that, it's just an opinion. You know
I
what I'm
just
saying? I mean, you got who's that the light skinned brother who is it Terrence? You know what I'm talking about?
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard? Yeah. He is refuting the fact that 2 plus 2 no, it's 1 plus 1 equals 2. Right. So he's like, and that used to be a fact. And he's like, well, hey, there's new evidence that I have that changes that. You know what I'm saying? And he has
Because
a lot.
one isn't really a number,
It's
right?
not a number, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
his whole that's his whole basis, and zero doesn't exist.
right.
Zero
Yeah,
zero zero is the absence of a number. So, like and I get it. Uh one person plus one person usually makes one person. Usually. In most cases. Of course you have your outliers, with twins and all that stuff, but and that's kind of his base the basis of his
oh, that's
of of
interesting.
his of
One
his
plus
argument.
one equals
Equals one. Or one
one
or one
if
plus one and one times one.
one times one and one plus one. This thing there is no one plus one, there's one times one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what if two people are in a room?
Like, what do you mean there's two people in the room?
Well, one person enters the room, then another person enters the room. Isn't that two people?
That's two people. That's two people.
And that's why
But
he's probably not wrong in some
right.
like very scientific thing.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
get what he's saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the product because
Uh,
one times the
That
product of it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
uh,
I don't
one multiplied by one makes one,
right.
but not all the time.
Not all the time.
If you did-
They're
ah,
they're
well,
they're exceptions to the
let's
rule.
let's get back in our Watts. If we
Okay.
can, I don't know how long it's gonna go
I,
for.
I think it's like 30.
Ooh, let's see. Maybe we can like he's in the introduction now, so maybe we can kind of skip around.
Okay.
Everything that once felt certain, solid, and familiar begins to dissolve. The rules that once seemed so
Turn it down.
absolute,
Maybe
what
we
is
can talk.
good, what is
Oh,
bad,
it's good. No, you're good.
what one should do, how one should live no longer hold the same weight.
Is that okay?
And with this shift comes
It
a
was fine
quiet
before.
separation from the world and the people in it. It is not a choice made out of bitterness or resentment. It is not that one wishes to be alone. Rather, it is the natural consequence of understanding, of seeing through the layers of conditioning that keep most people tethered to the illusions of society. The more one awakens to the truth, the more difficult it becomes to engage in the games that once seemed important. Small talk feels empty. Gossip feels like noise. The constant struggle for validation, success, and approval appears pointless, a fleeting distraction from something deeper. Most people do not seek truth. They seek comfort.
Yep.
Yep.
They seek familiarity. They seek confirmation that the way they are living is right, that their beliefs are correct, that their
Yep.
choices are justified. But the moment one steps beyond this, they are no longer a participant in the collective dream. They become an outsider, not because they have rejected the world, but because the world no longer recognizes them as one of its own.
Mm.
There is an odd paradox in all of this. The one who sees beyond illusion does not judge those who remain asleep. There is
Nope.
no anger, no frustration, no superiority, only understanding.
Not at all.
They see why people cling to their beliefs, why
Mhm.
they hold on to their routines, why they seek distractions. They understand that most are simply afraid of the unknown, afraid of letting go, afraid of questioning too deeply, for fear that everything they have built their identity upon might crumble.
That's like people afraid of
And
death.
so the awakened one moves
Yeah.
differently. They do not force their insights upon others, for they know that truth cannot be given, it must be found. They do not try to convince or argue, for they see that most do not want to be freed, they only want to be reassured.
Just thought about
This
that.
creates a distance, not an intentional one, but an inevitable one. Friends drift away. Conversations become strained. The connections that once felt natural now feel forced. The more one embraces their own awakening, the more they find themselves standing at the edges of the world, watching as others move through life as if in a dream. There is a temptation to return to the old ways, to try and fit in again, to pretend for the sake of companionship. But once the truth has been seen, it cannot be unseen. There is no going back. It is not that the awakened person does not care for others. On the contrary, they may feel a deeper love, a greater compassion than ever before. But this love is not personal. It is not based on need, expectation, or attachment. It is simply there, flowing like a river, expecting nothing in return. And yet, because this love does not come with conditions, it is often misunderstood. People expect friendship to come with reassurance, with validation, with participation in the collective dream. And when they do not find this, they assume there is something wrong,
That's
that the
deep.
awakened one is cold.
That's deep. Have you guys ever had that though? Have you ever had friends who feel like if you're not talking to them, or like if you're not in, and it's like, why do you? And you realize, like you just said, they're thinking differently than you.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep.
I don't have some of my best friends. I don't talk to a lot. Well, that's not true. I talk to my good friends a lot, I guess, but like not. It's not uncommon for us not to talk for
Right.
2 or 3 weeks. Like, that doesn't or a month. That doesn't, like, bother me.
Right. Right. Nah,
But,
not
like
me. Not yeah. Don't bother me at all.
right,
I'm good. If I don't hear from you, I'm cool. I'm good.
right,
There's no love lost. Now, if we talk a lot and all of a sudden you go radio silent, I'll check in. I'll pop in. You know what I'm
facts,
saying?
yeah,
Because that's not normal. But if it's a normal thing, it's all good. I mean, like we can we talk about the family reunions. Family, they may not have seen each other for years, and they come together and they pick up like no time has gone by, and
that's
there's no animosity. There's no nothing.
that's what Kendall said. Kendall said, "That's our issue." He said,
Hmm.
"The issue is that when we see each other, we fall in like ain't nothing changed, but then when we get away from each other, it you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It that's also normal not to talk for years upon years." He's
Right.
like, "That has to change." Like
It's a gift and a curse.
yeah, it's really interesting because 'cause I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." Like, like, I was like, "Y'all my favorite people to hang out with when we hang out." But,
Right.
like and then, yeah, I get into my life, but, like, we just gotta do more of this. We gotta figure out how to do it more because like Wes said, after our pops, they pass on, we're all we really have at
We
the end
all
of
we
the
got.
day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, yeah. It's just and we say it every reunion, every funeral, but
yeah,
it's we got to do. But I think the message has been heard, especially from that one. I know Victor put a message on WhatsApp that was really heartfelt. Kind of talking about the same thing as well. But just going back to this, like you said, some people need that. Like friends, they need that because they think if you're not reaching out to them, you're not doing that you're drifting apart. And it's like, it's not that. It's you know where I'm at. I know where you are. You know what I mean?
right.
And it should be all good. And thankfully, most of my friends are like that. They're like, just because I don't hear from you doesn't mean that we ain't cool.
Now, I understand that people go through something traumatic or world shaking. Oop, my bad, and they don't tell you.
Hmm.
That'd be kind of that. I get that would bother you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, if they didn't tell you they have the reasons, I also understand that they have the reasons why they didn't tell you.
Right,
So
right,
yeah,
right.
man. I mean, in this world, especially this world with technology, you should definitely reach out to people, see people, but also, yeah, man, friendships
Yeah,
like he kind of said, it's like a river. It kind of
yeah,
ebbs and flows, and you know what I mean. Sometimes they're
yeah.
gonna always be in communication.
Right.
Sometimes they're not. I mean, it just depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, and if it's unconditional, that means that there are no conditions to that love, and so there's nothing that anyone has to do to continue that subscription of love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's always going to be there, no matter what. And some people are uncomfortable with that.
it's interesting.
No,
Some people just need the constant.
they
I
that
don't know.
that validation.
It's very interesting. All
Yeah.
right, we'll keep playing.
All right.
We
You're
won't be on
welcome.
this too long.
Well,
distant, or even arrogant. But the truth is far simpler. The awakened one does not reject people, they simply do not pretend.
Mm.
They do not force relationships that feel unnatural. They do not
That's
engage in
something I do
conversations that
recently.
serve no
no.
purpose. They do not entertain drama, conflict, or emotional games. They do not seek company for the sake of avoiding solitude, because to them solitude is not something to be feared. It is not loneliness, it is peace. This is where the great divide occurs. Most people
Mm.
run from themselves. They fill their days with noise, with
Mm.
distractions, with endless activity to avoid sitting in silence with their own thoughts. But the awakened one has no such fear. They have faced the emptiness within and discovered that it is not emptiness at all,
That's deep.
but a vast, limitless space of awareness. They are not trying to escape themselves. They have come to know themselves fully.
Mm.
And so they do not chase after people, nor do they need to be chased. They simply are. This
Holy shit.
existence is foreign to many.
Shell
I,
is an awakened one.
is it a weak one?
She don't need nobody.
I think there's bits and pieces to like this kind of listening to it. I feel I agree. Like I think it also like there's a journey to this as well. Like
Mhm.
you're at certain levels at this, but I feel like just being in solitude isn't necessarily that what he's saying. He's saying like someone who's okay with being alone. That's
Right.
powerful. Now,
Right.
if you're, I'll leave that alone.
What? Oh, okay. All right. But yeah, I mean, but
If you're alone because of your mental health, that's different.
right, right.
Like
Or if you just don't, or you just like being alone, just because people be peopling. You know, is that a mental illness, or is
not a
that
mental
just I don't want
illness
to deal with it?
all the time. I'm not saying, but like you're not if you're not able to see people sometimes and see that's who they're gonna be
Mm,
and hold on to their energy in a different way. Like I just feel like there's like I have people who I know too. They don't like to deal with people.
mm,
No, like I get it, but like also like that's who they're gonna be.
right.
You know what I mean?
Introverts.
So yeah, so like I don't know. I guess it's not a mental health thing, but I'm saying like
Like
it's a
personality.
mental thing. It's a personality thing.
Yeah.
I think there's different levels to when you talk about awakened people. Like there's different levels to this.
Right. Right. Because I like it when I can, because I'm on the go all the time. So I do like it when I can get my day where it's solitude. There's no interaction. It's just me. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't ever have that really. but
It's I'm
but
trying
when
to
I
bring it like to a
can get it,
modern sense too, because I don't think people who are like at the crib solo or alone. They got their phone. They can call their siblings, call their mom. You know what I'm saying? Call
right,
their friend. They can FaceTime somebody. They can chat. You know, but like he's talking about somebody like who's like straight up like okay talking to nobody.
right.
That's what I'm really okay talking to nobody. 'Cause I don't if I'm that's if I'm busy, if I
Mhm,
got we got things going on in my life, I'm okay with not talking to somebody the whole day.
right.
And then I realize like, oh man, like I learned when I go out of town,
Mhm,
sometimes I don't talk to nobody, sometimes I out of town.
yeah, yeah.
'Cause I
Same.
have so much going on.
Yeah, same. It's
So
you don't have the time to intermingle like that. You're focused on the task. But I don't think he's talking about that. He's really just talking about just almost like in a meditation type state, I think.
yeah, yeah, he's very Buddha, he's very Eastern religion.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm awakened, but I would say like I'm
Mm,
very much a lot of these things like I can relate to.
right.
I don't like judge people for who they are. I don't
Nope.
really like care if you don't call me or we do call. I
Yeah.
don't think we're not friends because you know what I mean. I'm not that person.
Right.
So, but
Same.
again, I might have things I need to work on as well. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
all right, let's keep this going
All
for
right.
another couple minutes, and then we'll move on to something else.
It is unsettling to be around someone who does not seek anything from you, who does not need your approval, who does not play by the rules of social engagement. And so, one by one, people drift away. It is not because they dislike the awakened one, but because they do not understand them. They do not know how to relate to someone who does not need validation, who does not engage in superficiality, who does not participate in the silent agreement to pretend.
Mm.
And yet, there is a profound beauty in this solitude. It is not isolation, it is a return to something real. It is a stepping away from the noise and into the vastness of existence itself. It is a life lived without pretense, without masks, without the constant pressure to be something for someone else. There may be moments of longing, moments where one wishes they could go back, where the old ways seem tempting for the sake of connection. But deep down, the awakened one knows that such connections would be hollow, built not on truth, but on mutual illusion. And so they walk their path alone, not
Yeah.
I can feel that.
because they have been cast out, but because they have outgrown the need to belong in a world that does not yet understand itself.
Hmm.
Most people believe that friendships are formed out of deep connection, shared values, and mutual respect. On the surface, this seems true. But when you begin to look deeper,
Look
you start
closer.
to see that most relationships are built on something far more fragile, shared illusions.
Yep.
People come together.
Most of your friends, not talking about Rashad, but just in
In
general.
general. Yeah.
Most of your friends are your drinking buddies.
Yeah.
That's just most of the time what your friends are. Just the people you drink with and you drink with a lot.
A lot.
And then if you change your schedule, because you can keep drinking, you just change your schedule a little bit. Your drinking changes.
Right.
And then people will fall off.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy. And you're still cool with them people. That's what's
Yeah,
really
cool.
cool with this video. Like, it
Right.
ain't like we ain't no problem.
Hmm.
It's just what you got going on is different.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's just what happens. I don't
Oh
know
yeah.
why it's like that.
Oh yeah, I got friends like that where
Yeah.
they're their schedule changed. You know what I'm saying?
Their schedule changed.
Yep, and there's no love lost. You know what I'm saying? I still communicate with those people quite a bit, but
Mhm.
we're not, and some have moved. You know what I'm saying? I've moved a bunch of times. You know what I'm saying? And my friends tend to do that too. They relocate to another state or whatever. You know what I'm saying? For a job, or they got married, had kids. Now I'm one of those people where I can be. I've always been able to be in a relationship and still kick it with the homies. Some people can't do
Me
that.
too. Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Some people can't do that, and that's fine. I don't mind. And then when they're no longer in their relationships, they come back. I'm like, come on back. We can.
And
We
that's the
can do
thing
it,
where
man.
you got friends who like we're saying like the friends who like this. We'll say I wouldn't say it's fragile. I think a lot of friends I have in my life personally have been having are good people. Like
Right,
most people I know are good people. But our schedules aren't the same. Then I have friends who it don't matter what my schedule is, they pull up.
right.
And those always been the ones that have always kind of just and vice versa. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And I pull up on if you got something going on, I'm gonna pull up on you. Or if you're
right,
in town, I got you. Those been always been like, you know what I'm saying? Those are who I call like my brothers. You know what I'm saying? That we're friends like no matter what it is, we're gonna make sure we see each other.
right.
And that's just what it is. There's some friends I have who aren't like that. I mean, I ain't
Hmm.
gonna go out my way, but we be cool. I
It's
love
still
you.
good. Yeah,
We
yeah.
like, but I just, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Your schedule don't work with my schedule.
right,
And there's some people who are, hey, my schedule just works. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll open it up for you. If you
right.
just, you know what I mean? And that's just what it is sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's
Absolutely.
a bond. That's a real bond.
That's a real bond. Yeah, yeah, for real. That's a real bond because it's just as easy in those situations to just fade away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
And not to say that those ones that like, your schedules aren't matching up, you can't have a bond with them down the road or there was a bond before and it's like I'm not saying nothing bad, but like, you get older, it's like, man, some people just don't match with your time. They're not at the same time with you. And
Right.
I used to think that was mean to think. I was like, why do you think like it just is what it is? Some people just
Mm-hmm.
think at the same time.
Nothing, ain't nothing wrong with that because
Ain't
you
nothing
ain't on
wrong
the
with
same
that.
time. Yeah, you ain't on the same time they on. So
Exactly.
I mean, you can adjust
Exactly.
just as much as they can, but
Exactly.
if it's not that serious, you just keep pushing
It really
the way it is.
yeah, exactly.
Like look, missing happy hour, or not going anymore more is not a big deal.
Here's an example, and you just said something dope. Don't invite me to happy hour. I don't do happy hour.
Mhm.
I don't that if you invite Kobe to something before 7:30, you should almost assume he won't be there,
He won't be there.
especially on a weekday.
Right.
Weekends is different, but you ain't "Hey, I got the dinner at 6:30." I will not be there
I
because
would
like,
not be
what I got going on is way more Nani, your birthday's important, and should I be more
there.
flexible? You're right. I should be. Well, I'm just
Yeah,
like, I got stuff to do, like, and this is way more important than
right.
happy hour for me.
Right. Yeah, that kind of stuff. That, like you said, especially during the week.
Yeah.
That's funny you said that. Like, look, I'm just getting off work. Okay, I don't have time
Mm. Not
to
happening.
no to shit, shower, and shave,
Right. No.
and go through rush hour traffic just to, you know, meet up at a certain time for
No.
quote unquote happy hour. So, and I don't we don't even do that anymore because everybody works from home and everybody lives so here in the metroplex. Everybody's so far away. Like the best we can do is a Saturday
And
afternoon day
we
drink.
can move on from
Yeah,
Alan because because it just is what it is. We're he's kind of taught some dope shit like
yeah.
awaken people just move differently. And I'm not saying I'm
Mm.
awakened, but I kind of relate to it because it's like ain't nothing wrong with happy hour.
No.
That's your that's your time, and you're flexible like that. And ain't that happen? That's
Mm.
fine. I'm just not like no, I don't, no.
I
I want
won't be there. He said before 7:30. I ain't gonna be
to be there.
now, see, I'm like during the
If
week
you
we don't really do anything during the week, but like weekend, if it's after 7:30, I'm not gonna be there.
that's fair too. And
Yeah,
if you don't give me fair warning, like if you tell me like day of,
yeah.
I
Oh,
got something going on, I will not be there.
no,
I
the
won't be
day
there.
of, no, nah.
I'm
Mm-mm.
sorry.
Even the day before, like if you hit me on a Friday
Mm-hmm.
and you talking about, hey, I got the thing on, I say those plans have been made for a week already. Like
Yeah,
that's
I have plans usually.
yeah,
That plan usually it might be somebody else and watch the game. But that was
right.
the plan. That was my like I'm sorry. And I'm
Yeah.
flexible. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm joking around, but if me 10 years ago was totally different. I was
Same.
yeah, I'm fluid. I was like water.
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
make something happen. And I
yeah.
had stuff going on then. I'm not doing that now.
Nah, no, I can't do it, man. Like everybody needs time to sleep too. You know what I'm saying?
Sleep,
Yeah,
be
gotta.
yourself. Like a lot of things it just resonated with me. I need time to like sit and collect my thoughts, and I
Yeah,
might be watching a YouTube video about space time travel
yeah,
or like you know what I mean, or how to know your inner self. But I need time like that now. I can't be around. Like I used to be around the boys. I used to be around my boys. I'll keep with the boys. Be at the
yeah,
club with the boys. I'm not like that no more.
yeah.
Every now and then, sure. But not like I was when I was in my 20s.
Nah, nah, you don't need it. And you value the quiet time. You know
Right.
what I'm saying too.
Now,
So
if I get rich, that might be different. If I'm rich, man, where the boys at? I got
yeah,
money.
yeah,
But right
yeah.
now, I mean,
And also, you're rich for a reason.
that'd be
So
different if I wouldn't be with the
So
boys.
you're always going though. So when you're rich like that, you're always good. You've got something going. There's always something on the burner. So
Yeah.
at that point, you have to you have to bring in both together. Work and play.
I I want and that's I want to live a life where the fun is really fun, but
Mhm.
I'm working hard for the fun. Like
Right.
you were talking about the other day, like, but it's gotta be more like spread out. I can't. I know it's gotta be like okay, like the reunion, fun. Next one,
Mm.
fun. My birthday, fun. But in between that, man, I'm grinding.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Right.
Too much fun gets boring.
And it gets expensive.
That's a big one.
It gets expensive. You know, your boy's struggling.
Right.
I'm running around to this event, to that event, to this event, to that event. And you know, saying that while it's fun, man, you look at that account Monday, a little too much fun.
True. Yep.
So but anyways, man, we could probably segue out of that, and it is quiet in the chat, and I expected it was going to be because it's been a couple of weeks, so people don't know.
Appreciate the 3 people in here. Like,
thank you.
I appreciate y'all.
the silent viewers.
We're not talking about nothing paranormal right now. So
not at all.
We're rocking with it. That's crazy.
At all. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So we'll get to the part we call game for the gang. You want to switch off on them?
Yeah. If you want to go first, I'll go second.
All right, cool. All right, so we got this first one here, and it's called Tunis. And we put these videos in here so long ago. I don't remember what this is about, but let's go in and check it out.
Great comeback. We're back, baby.
Right. All right, so let's check this out.
You gonna believe this? So this black man with a 400-person army went toe-to-toe with the KKK, then built an entire government for black people in the South. And the U.S. government was so scared of him, they threw him in jail. So this brother name is Tunis, and he's born 1812 in New Jersey. His parents are free black people at the time, contrary to what history wants us to believe about all blacks being slaves around this time. His dad was a preacher. His mom, an educator. And at 18, he was already a Methodist preacher. But here's the thing. Campbell isn't the sit down and shut up kind of preacher. He's the you try me and I'll dismantle your whole system type. Think Nat Turner 2.0. Instead of blending in, he start preaching about abolishing slavery and colonialism. Basically anything that pissed white folks off. Then he lands a job as a fancy hotel waiter in New York. And while he's there, he writes this book. Hotel Keepers, Head Waiters, and Housekeepers Guide. Basically the first ever guidebook on how to run a high-end hotel. But here's where it gets crazy. He used the money from that book to fund black schools. And not just any schools. These schools was filled with fugitives he helped escape from the South. This man was Harriet Tubman's plug in a 3-piece suit. Wow. Then the Civil War hits. The Union looking around like, yo, who can help us get some black troops together? And they like, Tunis got a crew, so they handed him a contract to raise 4,000 U.S. troops. Now it's 1865, and General Sherman drops the famous 40 acres in the mill plan. And the blacks like, yo, Tunis, what do we do with all this land? And Tunis, he don't hesitate. He like, yo, cut down all them trees. And people were like, huh? But Tunis, he was always 3 steps ahead. He knew the white folks would try to steal the land back. So he told his people to sell the timber from the trees, stack the cash, and buy the land back when the government came to take it. Straight up gangster. But Tunis didn't stop there. Wow. He brought 1,200 acres in McIntosh County, Georgia, and built his own town, complete with schools, courthouses, judges, and a 400-man militia. And the KKK tried to torch his house once, but after that, they wouldn't even step foot in his county. They knew better. And it gets even crazier. The Klan starts to terrorize black voters all over Georgia. They even poisoned the black register. And Tunis was like, oh, word? Watch this. He personally registered voters with an armed guard, and nobody was going to mess with him or his people. Now let's fast forward to 1868, and the 14th Amendment passes. And Tunis and his son both got elected. Tunis became the senator of the state, and his son became a state rep. And they were a part of the original 33, the first black legislators in Georgia. But the white folks, they pulled the oldest trick in the book. If you want to watch the full video, comment full below or check out my story for the link. You ain't gonna...
Bro, cold.
Yeah.
Tunis was that.
It's real shit.
Tunis was that dude, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. People always talk about the Civil War and, white people died for black people. And they did.
They did.
But if it wasn't for the black folks, the North would have won that war.
No, absolutely not. Here's my question: How come there's no fort named after Tunis? They got all these Confederate soldiers and stuff that they got it named after. I mean, what's going on with that? You want to talk about it? Because you already know the answer. What's up? What you got?
I messed up. My bad. Here we go.
Oh, you got it.
I'm like, why do I got slapped hand popping up? Hold on.
Oh.
My bad. 13 months.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. You know, Tunis, do you see what he did? He kept it. I'm sure that guy kept it PG. I'm sure Tunis did more than, you know what I'm saying, that had armed guard.
Oh, I'm sure.
Fought the clan off. He was ripping and tearing probably. All right, this is called 13 months.
Right here is the Bible from 1775.
I wanna I think I remember this video. I'm gonna see if I can blow it up more.
Okay. How do you do that? How do you do that?
Just Zoom. Use Zoom on your settings.
Telling us at the time that we used to have 13 months.
Oh, I see it.
First month of the year is March. Look at all the way to the end, guys. There's 13 months. 13 months. First day of the week, Sunday. Second day, Monday. Look at that. Seventh day or Sabbath, Saturday. This is the proof right here.
One of the things Constantine did was because he wanted the pagans to worship God, Jehovah, was he moved the day of worship to the day of the sun, which is why we now worship on Sunday, because Sunday became a pagan day. Well, another thing Constantine did was move the day of Jesus' birth to December, because Tammuz died on December 23rd. And it was believed, because Nimrod, his father, was a hunter, it was believed that Nimrod would be reborn in his son Tammuz. And his son Tammuz's birthday was December 25th. And what you would do on Tammuz's birthday was you would set up a tree. Deuteronomy 16:21. You shall not plant for yourself any tree as a wooden image near.
So this right here.
I don't think people understand.
1775.
Oh, I'm sure people do. I'm not trying to say people don't understand that, but yeah, I think people know actually that Jesus wasn't born December 25th.
No.
So
no. We talked about it before. We may have shown the video where there's these people at a pool party. And it's Christmas, but it's a pool party. And they're like, go, Jesus. It's your birthday. Go, Jesus. And he's walking on the water.
Yeah.
Dancing stuff. And then some lady gets on. She's like, it's not that nigga's birthday. And then he looks and falls through the water.
Wasn't he born in the summer?
It was the summer or fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, summer and fall. It definitely wasn't.
Yeah, Christmas is a pagan holiday. I've heard actually a lot of Christians actually start saying it now.
Yeah.
They know it's a pagan holiday, but they just celebrate it anyways. But it's kind of interesting that
Christmas and Easter, the pagan holidays. The big homie and them, they never celebrated Christmas. It was pagan holidays, and they were telling me this when I was a teenager. I'm like, I don't even know what that means. So. Like, look, I like Christmas, so whatever y'all do what y'all do.
I love. I mean, to this day, I love Christmas, but yeah, I understand that it's probably frowned upon if we're like being real. Like, I don't think God would like that. I don't know. I don't think
absolutely not. Because what to stimulate the economy? Like, I mean, what? What are we doing?
That is, that's bad. That's terrible. You really think about it? Jesus, Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's bad. We made up a holiday in his name.
Where we spend all our savings and stimulate the economy, and then we have to re-up. So I'm glad bonuses come in. Some people in March or May. Some people get it right away. But I'm glad that it happens because that's how a lot of people re-up and kind of get back level.
No one's saying, "Hey, we'll give this money to the homeless." Just saying, "Nah, we're buying presents."
Yeah. I'm much rather, hey, 150 bucks or 150 bucks to, I like what we did last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but see, more presents come. It's just like, no. None of that BS. Just send your 150 to a foundation or more, and then we'll link up in person or FaceTime or something like that.
Honestly, it's probably more Christian for us to send money to a shelter, to like an animal shelter.
Yeah,
keep it moving other than buying each other presents. But
right. Seriously, but whatever. So we'll get on to the next one. The next one is called "The Juice is Loose." So, Kobe's face.
What is that?
The juice is Kobe. How do you say
Oh
it?
no.
Oh
no.
Yeah, the juice is loose, baby. Check this out.
Doll is missing. She was on her way to Chicago to continue her world tour and somehow has been misplaced. Listen, Lorraine tried to warn you. She said this doll should never be moved because it's extremely dangerous and could unleash evil spirits. A day after she left New Orleans, also 10 prisoners escaped around the same time she was there. Now, the last set date of her going anywhere was in Texas, on the 17th, which was a couple days ago. Now, it isn't fully official that she is missing, but according to a lot of people, they don't know where she is. Arguably one of the most haunted dolls in reported history, said to have people who have looked at her long enough get into insane car accidents and almost lose their life because they ended up seeing her in their rearview mirror. This is not a doll that I would be going to see, let alone that I would be messing with. Especially after getting the warning from Lorraine Warren and the Warrens themselves to say, man, let's never move this doll, let's keep her encapsulated in this giant blessed box and call it a day. But you know how it is. So the question is she actually missing or did somebody steal her? Because reportedly she was on her way to Chicago and now no one knows where she is. But if for some reason she was stolen, she's not just misplaced, good luck to the person that ended up taking her, because their life is about to get extremely interesting. The Annabelle doll is missing.
She loose, bro.
Man, what? You wake up with that doll in your house, it's over.
Man, over. I honestly, I seriously think that Annabelle doll, whatever is in it, is real, man. Because I know Jacob and Lorraine Warren, or what's it, Warren? What's her last name again?
Warren.
Yeah, they've been involved in a lot of mess where it didn't, like, they haven't been talked about glowingly in some circles. Some of their stuff is fake, but I don't know, man. Everybody seems to agree that Annabelle doll was the real deal. So whoever has it, please get it locked back up. And those prisoners, they escaped, like I said, from that prison in New Orleans. Man, those people in New Orleans were scared, dude. I was in New Orleans,
and they never got caught.
Not all of them. They caught some of them, but they didn't catch all of them.
Yeah, there's a few that are loose, right?
Yeah, there's a few that are loose and got away. So, and I still had to go. I mean, I didn't. I mean, what are the chances I'd run into one? But I still had to go out there.
That's crazy.
They were nervous. Nobody talked about it. You know,
like, were they murdering? Like, were they killers? Like,
some were murderers, some were rapists. They were kind of all across the board. They think it was an inside job. So yeah, and then the news the media tried to hide the fact. When it happened. First, they tried to say it happened today. It really happened at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. They're all over the place with it. So, anyways, you got the next one?
Sure. After you go to a city with rapists and kill, like, I don't know, can we say that? Anyways,
I don't know.
I'm gonna shut up.
We're not getting monetized anyway, so
this one's called self-sabotage.
Self-sabotage isn't random. It's a frequency problem. When you start to level up, when you stretch beyond your old identity, your nervous system panics, not because you're broken, but because growth feels unsafe to a body that's used to surviving, not thriving. So what happens? You procrastinate, you ghost opportunities, you attract drama, you fall back into old habits. Not because you don't want it, but because your energy is still tethered to the old you. Here's the shift. The next time you catch yourself sabotaging, don't shame yourself. Don't spiral. Pause, breathe, recognize this is just old survival energy trying to keep me small, and choose differently even if it feels uncomfortable. Because healing isn't about being fearless. It's about moving forward while your body still remembers fear. That's how you rewire your destiny.
Pretty dope. Yeah,
That's
I've been
true.
there. I've been there. Did that for years.
Yeah, I mean,
probably still doing it in some ways, because you
Yeah.
get comfortable with one thing and something new.
I can say that now. Like I drank last night at my with I can always make a reason for it, but in the night I'm trying not to drink, and
Right.
I drank at my boy's event and it's self-sabotage. But it like you said, it's not in the world. It's not that bad. It's not gonna stop what I'm trying to do. So just, figure out what you did or just keep putting. You know what I mean? Don't make it a
Yeah.
big deal.
Oh
That's what I
man,
keep saying.
I backslide all the time.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Like the bad slide is not that big of a deal. I have
Right.
to tell myself that a lot. What else had happened? Something else had happened. Oh, but yeah, like it's so embarrassing.
What's
My
up?
dad helped me out with this, so it made me think about. So we had tied a few on at the reunion,
Mm-hmm.
and I had stopped drinking, and so um I got like an hour of sleep,
That sounds right.
and I would have been fine. I drink a lot, but I was drinking water as I was drinking. Like I drank all their bottled water for
Oh,
sure in that room.
damn.
Sure I did. Sorry guys.
Sorry.
But I didn't get any sleep. So and dad didn't know. Well, we woke up late. So we woke up like an hour late. We woke up at like 4:30. Woke up at like a quarter to 6.
What time's your flight at again?
Our flight was at 8 something, and we're an hour from O'Hare because
Mhm.
so everything bad. I left my bag with I left my bag with all my toiletries either
Mhm.
the hotel room or in the rental, and I didn't call. I should have called to get it, but I was just like whatever.
Oh, you could
Um,
have called me. I could have gotten it for you from the
yeah,
hotel.
could have did that. You're right. Dang.
So I'm still there.
And then I got in the tram, and the tram in my stomach was not working.
No.
And I told dad like I'm about to throw up. And he's like, throw up. And I was like, don't throw up in your shirt, throw up in your hat. My nice red NASA hat. Love
No.
that hat. And I
No.
couldn't hold it. Threw up in it.
No.
It's still good on my shirt. It's still good on my shoes. Still on
No.
the floor. And I'm embarrassed. Like threw my hat away, hit, and dad was like, none of the people are gonna see you again. Who cares?
He's right.
And I was like, dang, you're right.
He's right. He's right. And you could be
Right.
sick for all kinds of reasons,
And I felt better. I felt amazing actually after I threw up. I felt so much better.
Mm,
And I was like, and we didn't miss our flight.
good.
I was like, man, and I mean, so I'm over here like, man, all the L's I quote unquote took. And it was it's embarrassing,
It's
yes.
embarrassing. Yeah.
I've never thrown up. I don't throw up in public. And I don't do that.
Right. Right.
But I was like, man, who cares? And that's
Right.
big for me. 'Cause I'm big on I'll repeat a mistake in my head over and over and over and over. For me
Yeah.
to let that one go, and it's still embarrassing, but not like it is what it is.
Were there a lot of people on the tram?
Yeah, there was a ton of people in the
Oh
tram.
my God.
A ton of people. But no one looked at me, no one said nothing to me. It was just like
Are you allowed? Are you allowed? I'm allowed. I'm super loud when I.
no, it was just a
There you go.
I've never had that. I've never been I usually I can hold in my vomit. I couldn't and
Couldn't
it's
do
like,
it.
nah, you can't. This is not
Who
it.
who drove to O'Hare?
Me.
You were hurting.
Me. I thought I was okay though, because I was driving fine. Like, all right, you're feeling it, but you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And
Did you stop to get gas?
no,
At that you didn't stop to get got gas? You just said screw it.
yeah, forget it.
You gotta run late anyway, so
And we could have so much gas we used anyway through it was a hybrid. So like, if anything, shout out to Dad, man. For real, because he could have told me all about myself.
He could have. He understood. He's been there before.
Man, and we did it. We got there.
That's good. I'm glad you got there. Did you barely just make it, or you got there? You got to sit and hang out for a second.
I gotta eat some tater tot. We got there with like 20 minutes to spare. Like we were chilling.
Okay.
I was just embarrassed. I had vomit in on my shoe and
on your
the most disgusting thing I've ever been. But
you didn't have your bag to like change clothes and stuff.
I changed my shirt.
You changed your shirt. Okay, so you at least able to do that.
I didn't get anything on me really other than like on my shirt a little bit, my hat. But I love that hat, man. But good thing Lauren's going. She's not going to Houston. She's going back. So I'll take me another hat. But yeah, man, that's just long. That's long story short. That's just who cares?
Yeah, that's funny.
Sometimes don't take yourself so serious. Yeah. You're gonna mess up a lot. So that was a big one for me.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I was not good on the plane, and I fly all the time. I get anxiety anyway every time I fly, but like I was not feeling good, and so I was feeling so bad that the flight attendants knew that I felt like shit. They didn't know why, but so they gave me a barf bag and everything. Shout out to Shell for holding me down and holding on to my hand and letting me squeeze the crap out of her hand because I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, because it didn't feel like a hangover, but it did. But it didn't. I don't know.
With me, I was just no sleep, bro. Like, like that liquor was like, oh, you want to keep moving around and shaking? Here you go. If we would have woke up at the time we were to wake up, I would have had time to adjust. I would have some water. I would have probably drove. We would have been cruising like that. You know what I mean? I would have some Gatorade. I would have some stomach that I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah. Oh well.
Right. You got the next one?
Yeah. Well, you can tell we have fun, that's for sure. All right. So the next one is called Dabbling with the Dark Arts.
Yeah, man. We have fun, man. Shout out to the family.
Hell yeah. Shout out to the fam. All right. Let's go.
Much about witchcraft.
You don't want to.
What is it?
There are black witches and white witches, that there are witches that do good. Witchcraft is still witchcraft. It's the use of the elements, and there's alchemy, there's wizardry, sorcery, electricity, magic, use of blood, use of spit, I did it 2 times. Both of them worked, and then I went,
are you serious?
This is bigger than I am. That really my life up, and it took years for us to get out of it.
What were your hexes?
One was something that had to do with the guy that actually punched me. What happened was we went to school that day. The guy walked up to me and just slugged me. The second bus shows up and we get in the bus and we take off. He's coming up to his house and he walks through the walkway in the bus and elbows me in the back of the head as he's getting out. And I was trying to fit in, so I had a mouthful of Red Man. And when he hit me, I went, and I swallowed that shit. That's it. I'm going to do something about this. So I looked through the book and I found something that would do what I wanted. I did that hex.
What did you want to happen?
I really don't want to get into it because I don't want anybody to be misled and try and figure out what I did. When you open up the doors to the dark, they're not going to wait to be invited in. They're coming.
Do you think you were possessed?
Oh, I know it was. When we went to San Francisco to go see the Filipino priest, he said that he laid hands on me and the head of a bull came out of my chest.
I don't know much about witchcraft.
You don't want to.
What is it?
Wow. That's wow, man.
Crazy shit, boy. Hey,
yeah.
Man, I want powers, but I don't want powers that bad.
I don't want dark powers. I ain't no Doctor Strange. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Don't mess with Manifesto, whatever.
Is he gonna be an Ironheart?
I think, yeah.
God.
Hey, let me say something real quick though. Y'all need to go watch it before y'all. I haven't watched it yet, but I watched Comics Explained. Shout out to him. He likes it. So if he likes it, I think he was review bombing it.
Oh yeah, they're definitely review bombing it. It's not great, but it's okay.
Yeah, people were just hating on it. Yeah. So I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's okay. I just didn't want Mephisto in there. I think Mephisto is a bigger character than to be in a Disney Plus TV series show, but whatever. See, to me, it's almost like it's the black version of Marvel Miss Marvel or whatever.
Okay.
Because everybody's all about that culture. Everybody's all about that, showing that culture and all that stuff. They're just not about showing our culture because it's not black exploitation. It's and I don't know who wrote the script.
You said that at the reunion.
Yeah, it's not quite that.
Yeah,
but whoever wrote the script
is trying a
little too hard.
Okay, yeah.
Trying a little too hard. Like I'm thinking if I don't know. I know it's produced by Ryan Coogler, but I think it's executive produced by Ryan Coogler. I don't think he had anything to do with it. Right. So I don't know if he, reviewed it or anything like that, reviewed the script or whatever. But it's a little too much.
He'll probably get better season 2. He'll probably kind of jump in more and be like, all right, this needs to get good.
If it makes a season 2, because they haven't greenlit a season 2.
Oh shit.
Right.
Yeah, do it.
Right. But I heard that the final episode is really good. For those who have been able to watch all episodes.
I don't think Manifesto's the main character per se. I think they want to make Hood the main villain.
Yeah,
he's part of it because he gave Hood his powers.
But is he the final boss, or
he might be kind of like. He's Manifesto. You can't really do nothing with Manifesto. He's the devil himself.
No, they can't do anything with Manifesto at all. But yeah, I don't know. I think people are hating on it, but it's not that bad. All right, so you got the next one?
Yeah, I'm gonna bro. I'm making a little list on the bottom of our notes to keep our old stuff. Just
are you keeping the old stuff? Oh, I'm deleting it.
Oh, well, all right, whatever.
We're not gonna need that stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
I just delete it as we go.
All right. What's the next one? Sorry, I'm gonna go back.
If you see, your brain believes it. I think it's supposed to be if you see it, your brain believes it.
Oh yeah. If you see it, your brain believes it. All right, let's check it out. Right.
Wow, so your brain doesn't really know the difference between, say that again?
Between something that happened in real life or something that you strongly visualize.
So you could create enough of a visualization for yourself if you really were to powerfully start to focus on it and do that and build that ability to visualize something that your brain at one point would have to think it's so true that the world would meet you and put it into your life.
I love the way you put that.
Wow. Wow, so your brain doesn't really know the difference between, say that again?
Between something that happened in real life or something that you strongly visualize.
So you could create enough of a visualization for yourself if you really were to powerfully start to focus on it and do that and build that ability to visualize something that your brain at one point would have to think it's so true that the world would meet you and put it into your life.
I love the way you put that.
Wow.
Michael Jordan.
Want to make sure y'all heard that.
Yeah, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant were really good at that.
Yep.
They were really good at that. You could say LeBron James as well, but those two, just the way that they were, like, they came up with Mamba mentality. Like, if that ain't visualizing something and then making it happen, I don't know what is. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when he went to go get those last 2 championships, 4 and 5, which he says are the most important championships to him, because it let people know that he was the real deal. It wasn't all because of Shaq. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I am trying to get on that level. I'm not there yet, but I'm trying.
Yeah, I think in a certain conversation we are at that level. I don't want to talk about, like, I never, this room right here, I knew I'd have this room at some point. So I don't know if I don't know. I'm not saying like, well, yeah, this is the room I thought I would have
You manifested
when I
it.
had my own room. So I don't know. I have no idea what to tell you about that.
Yeah, you manifested
I'm not
it.
saying like I didn't work for it. I'm not saying things that fall in place for it to happen. And I had somebody who helped me, who's really supportive, help me do it, but still, like, almost to a T. I'm missing a few things. This is the room I thought I would have.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna manifest a room in your basement. You know I love your basement.
That's what I'm trying to do too.
I'm gonna manifest some shit down there.
And we
man.
are doing a studio down there.
Oh, you gonna put one down there? Okay, dope.
I mean, it's already a studio. I already have a studio. So it might as well be a studio.
You gonna put a
studio down there?
You gonna put it down there?
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. That's dope, man.
Bedroom / recording studio. That's another conversation for another day.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
okay.
gonna be a bit. We'll have a. In the day, it'll be a 5-bedroom.
Yeah, because you definitely got the space for it. That's for damn sure. You definitely have the space for it. You know me. I love that basement.
But would you imagine, like, you can wake up in the studio, like you spend it, like you crash here. You can have the actual guest room if you want it, or the studio guest room.
Right.
You have to pull the bed out of the Murphy bed.
Yeah.
The king size Murphy bed.
Man, I'll be down there making
beats,
making songs all that. I tell you what, Billy got some fire, man. Billy almost made me
shout out to Cuz. Hey,
shout out to Cuz, man.
I don't think he thought it was being real, but he made good music, man. I like his music.
Yeah, me too, man. I was like, man, almost made me throw my whole category away. I was like, burn all these songs.
I'm not gonna lie. I was into some of the music while I was listening to his. I'm like, you can tell he just puts a lot of time in it and what he's doing to the artwork, to the the promotion of his tapes.
Yeah.
Seeing he's in New York, man. Go ahead and help the young man. Go ahead and get it.
Yeah,
You can do it too, Rashad. It's just you gotta
gotta want it.
How do you make the time happen? That too, but how do you make the time happen?
Yeah, it's tough. It's constant on go. I mean, Chell tries to help. She's like, let's get in the studio, and I'm like, I'm tired.
And I don't, and like kind of like going back to Alvin Watts. What up, Nate?
What up, Nate?
Like it's just kind of like it's on your time, bro. Like it's on your time. So shit,
for sure.
So like, shout out to Bill.
Shout out to Bill, man.
We call him Billy because that's what I used to call him.
Yeah.
When we were growing up, but it's definitely the grown man. I'm calling Bill. Hey, you made some great music, bro.
Absolutely. I love it. All right, so the next one is called Phil Snyder. Yeah.
Don't know what this is.
I love Phil Snyder. Let's check it out.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to casually mention to you something that's very scary indeed, and tell you what the alien agenda is. The alien agenda is the complete takeover of this planet, the killing off of 5, 6 to 7/8 of the world's population by the year 2029. U.S. military has known about this for 45 years. They've told no one. As far as I know, I'm the only person standing before a crowd talking about the alien agenda, secretively. In 1954, I'll give you a quick overview. There was the created 1954 treaty where Eisenhower signed a pact with the known alien species of the time. There were 3 at the time. And said that we're going to deal in high technology, but you can take a few head of cattle and a few human beings and you can experiment on them. It's unthinkable. It's stuff straight out of the Nazi death camps, and I'm kidding you not, it's plain BS, and it's got to stop. Now, the created 1954 treaty had been violated. After the great firefight, the alien-human war, I am the only living survivor talking about it worldwide at all. Only one. The other 2 are in nursing homes in Canada, and the Canadian government refuses to allow any U.S. people, including myself, to talk to them because they are afraid of kidnapping. Probably the reason I got shot to pieces and 11 attempts on my life is I am a direct threat to the entire system. The New World Order, the alien agenda is one and the same. It's world takeover and the decimation of the population of this planet. Now, I'm going to tell you something a little bit different about the alien species. The bad news ones, there are 9 races of alien populations. To look at a human being as a bag of food. They're not cannibals. They don't eat the flesh and the bones and all that kind of stuff. They use the glandular secretions of animals and human beings as a mixture of the vitamins for their food. They get high off of our adrenal gland. It's something like cocaine to them. Basically, we'll be led in the dark, and you'll keep seeing more and more people disappear. Right now, there's 100,000 children totally unaccountable through FBI archives, cannot be traced anywhere. They haven't been murdered. Nobody's ever seen them. I think they're hauled underneath in some of these bases, and they are summarily done away with, and they are literally eaten. Now,
so this he did this in 1995.
Yeah.
Just so you know. Now the adrenal gland, that is now kind of on the whole. That's a whole thread now too, all over social media of kids getting kidnapped and all that stuff, and the way to extract it from them is to cause fear. And he was talking, and that's what they're talking about now. He's talking about this in 1995. Oh, by the way, he's dead. They've killed him.
It's not. So no.
Yeah. They killed him at his house.
Yeah,
and
I know that.
It's a crazy story what happened to him. And he said it. He said if I died, they're gonna say that it was a suicide attempt, which it wasn't. I mean, how do you unalive yourself by running? Like, he got shot in the back, of his head, and his back and stuff. So how's that suicide? Yeah. So, anyways, man, I don't know what's gonna happen in 2029, but I hope he's wrong.
We'll be here to see it.
Hopefully. Yeah, we'll definitely be here to see it, man. It's only 4 years, so
that whole thing about missing children made me think about that movie Weapons.
Dude, I want to see that so bad.
So before I move on to this last game for this week, you saw Barbarian, right?
Yeah.
That's the same director. Did you think it was scary? Did you like it?
I didn't think it was scary, but I liked it.
Okay.
I thought it was interesting. Shell and I, we went to the theater to watch it. I don't think she liked it. But
Lauren didn't like it.
Okay. Did you like it?
Oh man. Well, the Taylor gang doesn't like me in my film. We have even our cousin who went to Hollywood like, bro, you're too harsh. But no, I liked it. That's true. I liked it. So you know what I did? I liked it.
Okay.
It wasn't scary to me.
No,
I liked it.
Definitely not scary. And what happened? It could have been easily avoidable by just getting in the car and leaving. Like,
Bro.
Oh, well, this is weird. I'm out.
If I woke up the next day, first of all, that whole thing was weird. Then if I woke up the next day and I saw that neighborhood, man, nah.
No, I'm out.
Nah, I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good.
It was an Airbnb, right?
Yeah, it was Airbnb.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm good. I'm good. All right. So you got the last one, right?
Yeah. So did it again. Yeah. So this last one is called He Waved. I don't know what that means. Oh,
I remember this one.
This shouldn't be a game for the game. This should probably be a
cap or no? Cap or no cap. Okay.
Although last game for the game, so this will be a cap or no cap. So what's
all right. You want to explain cap or no cap?
So cap or no cap for people who have not been around for that. Wait a second. Hold on, bro. I am tripping. All right. So cap or no cap basically is we show you videos that we found on the internet, on Instagram, YouTube, whatever, and they're supposed to be like, true hauntings, or they could be aliens, what have you. And basically say if it's cap, that means you don't believe it's true. No cap means you basically believe it. Bro, I messed our notes up. So if you could just, I don't know.
You could.
Whatever. All right. So this one's called
They just like, let's go. Let's do this.
Sorry. So this one's called He Waved, I believe. So He Waved.
My neighbor waved at me this morning, but I found out he passed last night. This morning around 7:30, I was taking out the trash like usual. My neighbor across the street waved at me from his porch. He always does. Same gray hoodie, same slow wave. I waved back, didn't think anything of it. About an hour later, I saw flashing lights out front, 2 sheriff units. Then a coroner van pulled up. I walked over and asked what happened. One of the officers said he passed away last night around 9:40 p.m. No one found him until this morning. I told him, I saw the guy. I waved to him. The officer just stared at me. Then he asked, was he wearing anything specific? I said, yeah, a gray hoodie. The cop looked at his partner, then said, that's what he was found in. Slumped in a chair inside, he never left the house. He waved first, and he smiled like he always does.
He waved first and smiled like he always does. Cap or no cap? What y'all think?
No cap. But it could be two different. It could be two different things, right? So it could be.
Ooh, I just got the shivers. Go ahead and say it, because I'm gonna tell you why I got the shivers. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, it could be that he did, in fact, see him. He hadn't died yet. The police got around. So that could have happened. Also, he could have seen the ghost, because that's the same thing that happened to our grandmother when she was a kid.
Yep. She saw her granny.
Yep. After she passed, and she didn't know she had passed yet.
I'm gonna tell you what gave me the shivers.
What's that?
What if somebody killed? Oh, they didn't say it was a murder. Never mind.
No, they ain't say it was a murder.
Someone killed him, and then someone who killed him was sitting out there and waved at him.
Oh,
murderer waved at him. That'd be messed up.
He would know, though. He would know.
Yeah.
He would know. Yeah, but that it was somebody different. But yeah,
that's crazy.
What y'all think? Cap or no cap? So I got the next one. The next one is called Shadows.
These are so old. Oh my god, I don't know what happened. Go ahead.
Don't remember. Yeah, we probably uploaded these like, I don't know, a few weeks ago. Let's see, Nathan White says no cap.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. Shadows.
Okay. I can see you. Come to me. Are you a little boy?
I agree.
Whisper Stales of Gore was staying in a hotel in San Diego, California, when she noticed a boy's shadow figure in the next room.
It's okay.
Watch what happens next.
Come here. It's okay. I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it looks like it's going like back and forth. You see the movie? It's okay.
No, come back.
Hell no.
Where?
No, you come back. Go straight, look straight towards me. No, turn towards me like you were earlier. Put your back towards me.
Oh, shit.
Did you see it? Did you see the kid's shadow go by? Are they not alone?
No, watch that again, bro.
It's okay.
Those arms are
I can see you.
Watch it in slow motion.
Come to me. Are you a little boy?
Whisper Stales of Gore was staying in a hotel in San Diego, California, when she noticed a boy's shadow figure in the next room.
It's okay.
Watch what happens next.
Yeah, man.
Come here. It's okay.
To fix that.
Right.
I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it looks like it's going like back and forth. See the movie? It's okay.
Wait. Come back. Come back.
Where?
No, you come back. Go straight. Look straight towards me. No. Turn towards me like you were earlier.
I don't
Put your
think
back
it's a
towards me.
hotel.
Did you see it?
Well, look at his arm.
Did you see the kid's shadow go by?
Ain't no damn
Are they
kid.
not alone?
Why are the arms that long?
Wow.
It's okay.
Yeah, why are his arms that long?
I didn't like that. Leave the bathroom, be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that. That was creepy. You need to leave that alone.
He's reaching out his
They
hand.
said look closer. You need to look away.
Hell no. We'll take Kobe off for now. Oh boy. Yeah, that was those arms were freaky. I didn't see that at first, so yeah, it's kind of wild. All right, so the next one is called WTF is that? So well, my cursor keeps skipping around. All right. So let's see here. All right. So look closer at this. Tell me what you think. Creepy real photos that keep me up at night, part 8.
That keep me up at night, part 8. This photo was posted to Reddit with the caption, "Took niece to Fort Worth Museum, got home, she asks, what was this thing in the background? Yeah, what is that thing? Let's enhance the image. I want to say this is just a worker that was cleaning up that got weird and warped, but why does it have a shroud? Why does it have a skeleton face? Why do its arms look like that? And why are its feet in the cart?" The museum even made a statement about the image. Pause to read. Follow for more creepy real photos. Creepy real photos that keep me up at night, part 8. This photo was posted to Reddit with the caption, "Took niece to Fort Worth Museum, got home, she asks, what was this thing in the background? Yeah, what is that thing? Let's enhance the image. I want to say this is just a worker that was cleaning up that got weird and warped, but why does it have a shroud? Why does it have a skeleton face? Why do its arms look like that? And why are its feet in the cart?" The museum even made a statement about the image. Pause to read. Follow for more creepy real photos. Creepy real photos that keep me up at night.
No cap. No cap.
No cap.
Yeah,
oh man, I wish Dad was here. I think Dad's in Alabama.
Oh yeah, I think he's already out there. Yeah.
Yeah. That was that WTF? Or
Yeah,
that was creepy.
Yeah, so right now wait, Cloak and Creepy.
Yeah.
That was WTF. I don't know what Cloak and Creepy is.
Oh no. Okay, we're good.
We're good. Okay.
All right, so I got Cloaked and Creepy.
Yep.
All right, this is yeah, we need Pops in here.
Father Taylor.
This is Cloaked and Creepy. Check it out.
Woman recognized something in the woods that wasn't right, so she started recording, and this is what she got. Let me know what you
I missed it because it was loud.
Predator.
Oh, what?
I see you.
Hell no.
That's Predator, bro.
Yeah, I don't know who did that.
A hiking woman.
Yeah, what y'all think?
No cap, because we listened to a soldier story where they were talking about that thing, and they're like, "Hey, the movie The Predator is based off of this thing. It really exists."
Yeah, no cap.
No cap.
I mean, no cap all the time, probably.
I know. If we don't have Father Taylor in here,
yeah,
we're all
the
gonna
realist then.
Right. See, Nathan said that it is. He said, "Yep, Predator." Yeah. They say it's based off a real thing. Oh, did you guys ever end up watching Predator, Killer of Killers?
No, I have to.
Bruh.
I've been watching that Shadow.
Me too.
That Shadow show.
Yeah. Shadow, Imminence of the Shadow.
Yeah, Shadow Imminence.
Yeah, that's good too. But man, I'm telling you, man, just take some time. I think it's 90 minutes to.
I'm gonna watch it on the flight. To Alabama.
Do that. It's really good. It's really good. All All right. So the next one is.
It followed him home.
Okay, my stuff keeps jumping everywhere. All right, it followed him home. All right. Have we seen this one?
Probably.
Stop me if we have. Let's say, Father Taylor bless his domicile and all that abide her. It does sound like a pastor.
It does.
A reverend. Let's see here. All right. Let me know if he's already seen this. So, POV, you stumbled upon an archive of lost footage that was never meant to be seen.
Thing, it's staring at me. It followed me home from the gifting rock. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I think I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
It's so good.
But
I'm glad you
it
got
followed me
to check it out,
home, and it is absolutely staring at me right now.
Nah, fuck that. I'm sorry. Ooh, my bad, y'all. See, I don't know. I mean,
All right. Well, she just woke me up again and said she heard it on the roof, and this time so did I. So
you're gonna go outside?
You're a real one for that.
Have a look. Okay.
What do you think it is?
Man, I'm thinking a Wolfman or like I don't know. I don't know why I would think that, like the way it was looking, how tall it was. No.
Oh, damn.
Nope.
Holy shit. All right.
Nope.
Some bitch is on the other side of the house.
He needs a shotgun.
Does he have a gun?
I don't know. You need one.
Man, you're too out of shape for this, bro.
Man, for real.
You over here dying.
Look at Alfred and Puffy. What is that?
It's a carcass.
Oh my goodness.
What is that?
Man, go outside and go into a corner.
Freaking thing.
Ready? Man, what? Man.
Cap or no cap?
I'm gonna say no cap. I don't know, man. I'm gonna say cap.
It could be easy to fake.
Yeah, but that's crazy. I'm gonna say cap because I don't want it to be real. I guess what I'm really trying to say.
The carcass is too convenient. I think that was a little too much.
And you never saw it. And he'd run around out of shape and never came after him.
Right.
It would. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Right. So, yeah.
This one is
Nathan, what you think?
What do you think, Nate? We'll go ahead and play the next one, but this next one's called Bigfoot.
All right.
So, all right. No cap. He's a Southern boy. He doesn't care about fame.
Okay. All right. I can dig it. Nathan.
Okay. Near the Upper Colorado River, was this the elusive Bigfoot? Oh, that's crazy. Me and Rashad were around there.
Yeah.
Colorado River Expedition captured this while hiking down to the Upper Colorado River.
It's hard to see.
What did they capture?
Right,
was this the
hell is that?
He's waved. There ain't no damn.
Is there a portal near the Colorado River where they're coming and going? Are they slipping in and out from the third dimension to the lower fourth?
Yeah.
Who has answers?
Hold on.
Colorado River Expedition captured this while hiking down to the Upper Colorado River.
Yeah, he's waving.
What did they capture? Was this the elusive Bigfoot?
Yeah, it look like he waved. I'm gonna say cap.
I think it's cap.
Oh, we got a Bigfoot part 2 though. Go ahead, bro.
Bigfoot part 2. All right. Let's see here. Is this the same thing?
Hope not. If it is, delete it.
If it is, it's because of me. I think I put these on here. Let's see here.
I am so excited about this video. This was actually captured by Colorado River Expedition around May 24th on the Colorado River.
Hold on.
All right.
Oh, I guess you're right. I can't. it can't be the same place. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So I
Sorry.
guess on the next one.
Yeah, Nathan says Cap's too human. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Bruja?
Yeah.
You want me to do it?
Bruja. Yeah.
All right. So we are doing Bruja, cap or no cap. Tell us what you think.
Happened in Mexico as well. This guy, he posted a couple of videos, and at 3 a.m, he starts like feeling and hearing like paranormal going on in his house.
Johnny, están tocando.
¿Ah?
Están tocando. ¿Quién es?
Sí, no manches.
Escucha.
Espérame aquí, aguanta.
Why is the camera?
I think because she heard it, so she pulled out the camera.
Okay.
Oh nah. Yo, this is weird, right?
Son las 3 de la mañana, gente. Son casi las 3 de la mañana.
What? Yo, this motherfucker's barking.
¿Qué quieres? ¿Qué es lo que quieres? Deja de molestar.
Wait,
quiero que te largues.
Not outside yet?
Nah, he's on the porch. Oh,
Do you see it? Do you see it?
Right there.
Do you see it? See what?
¿Qué es eso? Oh, no manches.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, no manches. Ceci.
What the f was that? What
is
I think is
that?
going on and shit, a witch is low-key trying to get in. And you already know that brujas or witches, they prey on
kids.
And as you saw,
He has a kid in the.
he has a little baby.
Okay, yeah.
Because there's also another video by the same guy, basically surveillance footage of that
Outside?
same door, and you see something creep over the door.
Miren, ahí está observando. Ahí se asomó algo. Vean eso.
What?
Vean lo extraño que el color de piel que tiene eso, vean. Y mi hija ahí está alterada y si se dan cuenta, no deja de mirar hacia el portón.
What the fuck is that? There's something that happened in Mexico as well.
Yeah, I'm with Nathan.
What? That's weird.
Nathan. No cap.
Yeah, I'm glad he had the. Bro, when he first opened the door, I thought he was going outside. I'm like,
don't do that. Why are you letting this thing in? But it was banging so hard. You got to do something. What are you going to do?
man, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild, man. Yeah, I think it was a Bruja.
That's great.
Or something. It was something that was paranormal. He said, ask the father.
All right.
Father Taylor is being summoned.
I'm definitely saying no cap, but yeah, man, that was creepy.
Yeah,
okay. This is a vortex.
All right.
Let's get it. Play.
What the?
Damn.
Hold on.
What the?
I don't know. Seems kind of AI-ish, but
yeah, look kind of AI. Yeah, but I mean, there's somebody recording it on their phone, but still, you can still do that on AI.
Fake, yeah. It'd be cool if it was real, sorry. And some of the more they're on.
Yeah, somebody born
9 o'clock at night.
They says cap. All right.
Yeah.
So it's I think I can agree with that. All right, so one of the dogs is trying to get in. Nala. All right, so this is called Coffee in the Morning. The fuck?
Coffee in the morning.
All right. This must have been
Shout out Miguel.
Nothing. I was just stirring my coffee in my kitchen, like you do in the morning. Not thinking about much. Maybe just wondering what I'm going to do for the day, wondering what the weather's going to be like. Excited to drink my coffee. I'm always excited to drink my coffee. And I'm zoning in on the spoon that I'm using, my favorite spoon to stir my coffee. Not really noticing or looking at the spoon, but that's where my eyes are resting, on that spoon. And as I'm looking at it, I suddenly lock in and notice a face looking back at me. And of course, I'm thinking, that's me, because I'm looking down. Of course, that's got to be me looking back at me. But when I saw it, when I noticed it, it's like my heart stopped, because somehow immediately I knew it wasn't me, even though it looked like me, but it wasn't me. So I'm squinting, I'm looking at it, and then I see myself exactly as I am in the moment. I'm like, yeah, that's me. It's fine. And just as I rationalize that it's all good, it's just me, the person walks away to my left. I can see it in the spoon reflected back at me.
What?
But other than that, I'm doing really great. Oh, nothing. I was just stirring my coffee in my kitchen.
What?
Like,
what the heck? I mean,
no cap.
I don't know. It was a story, so I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's wild.
Yeah, I don't know. It walked away.
No, I'm not happy with that.
Doppelganger?
A lot of doppelganger stories going on lately.
Yeah. So maybe
not feeling that at all, and I'm not feeling the fact there's a mirror right here. That's great.
Maybe no cat. I don't know.
All right, anyways, let's get it. Its next one is called
This the
"Love a
last
Good Photobomb."
Last one, yo.
Last one. All right, we're good. Let's get it.
Real photos that keep me up at night, part 14. This photo was posted to Reddit with the caption, "It's an old picture from 2003, flip phone style. None of us were prepared for a new face behind us. Been out on Facebook since forever, and a lot of defenders saying it's Photoshop and stuff, but it's not. So please tell me, who's that face? No one was in the house except for us that day. Her parents were out of town." Follow for more creepy real photos. Creepy real photos that keep me up at night, part 14. Photo was posted to Reddit with the caption, "It's an old picture from 2003, flip phone style. None of us were prepared for a new face behind us. Been out on Facebook since forever, and a lot of defenders saying it's Photoshop and such, but it's not. So please tell me, who's that face? No one was in the house except for us that day. Her parents were out of town." Follow for more creepy real creepy real photos that keep.
That's pretty creepy. Yeah, that's
no cap. Well, she
no
has good
cap.
content. She's really good content.
No cap.
No
Real,
cap.
man.
I
Yeah.
ain't seen when she sent it. And shout out for it being an hour 45-minute show today.
Hour 45 minutes.
On dissertation. No, that's fine.
Yeah, we're trying to find ways to not have long dissertations.
Yeah.
So we can get into the fun stuff. So yeah, it was blurry. The zoom in, I could kind of tell. It looked like a face.
Oh yeah. If you seen it on my end, you go, oh yeah, it's definitely a weird kid, like dude, little boy, like a little boy face in the picture.
There definitely is. Yeah, there definitely is. Yeah, that's pretty freaky. Yeah, so I'm gonna need a palate cleanser. So I'll watch some Squid Games and do a little work before I go to bed. Got an early flight tomorrow to Phoenix. So
you and Lauren, I got to drop off I'm watching Lauren's mom's dog again, so I'm dropping her off tomorrow, and she's going to Boise.
Oh, okay.
And she flies back in tomorrow, and then just been like you, off to Alabama. So
yeah,
don't envy y'all, but
she's gonna hate it.
Yeah,
but she'll get through it.
Yeah,
just gotta get through it. That's it. Let's see here. What Nathan White said. He said the white woman's coffee spoon is fun, but never happened. You don't think it happened, Nathan?
You think it happened? I mean, I hope not. I'd be happy that it didn't happen. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, folks do be online lying about stuff, so you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Next week we'll figure it out. I think I'll be home by 11. We'll probably not do a show.
Probably not.
It's no need to push it. We'll try to do a show in Alabama. Maybe so we can record in Alabama. We'll figure it out. Or we'll do recording.
We can bring our stuff, maybe.
Yeah, and just record something real quick. Yeah, something easy.
Yeah.
But we'll figure it out. We're probably not gonna have one next weekend. Then after that, we should be back on track and have lives and stuff like that.
We'll be back on a regular schedule on the lives and stuff. And like Kobe said, beginning of the show, he dropped some videos as well, so check that out on the Mental Letters channel. And we appreciate you guys hanging in there and just being patient with us. We don't miss a lot of shows, but when we do, for good reason. Man, thank you, Nate. We appreciate you joining, man. I know you got an early day tomorrow as well, so thanks for hanging in there with us, brother. Yeah, she said you was nice. Maybe I don't see things when I'm like lit. You know what I'm saying? I've been drinking and stuff like that, so I don't know if people see stuff like,
Bro, I don't know if I can handle that though. If I'm looking at my spoon and then someone walked off, I'm like, yep, time to leave the house.
Yeah, it's time to go. Got nice. Got day off. I love it. Yeah, I tell you what, man. If I ever saw something under the influence, I'd probably be a lot more chill about it. I'm like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I'm lit. But because obviously something was in my bedroom that one time when Cliff was there and he left the house and I came back home from the bars and
that's terrifying.
Yeah. And he said whatever it was went into my bedroom.
It never came out.
He opened the door. There was nothing in there. Right, at all. So, anyways, guys, again, we appreciate it. Probably won't have a show next week, but we may do something in Alabama. We don't know. But we'll be back on the rep schedule after that. So we're gonna close out here. Before we do, Kobe, you got anything to say to the peoples?
And definitely take care of yourself. Don't whistle at night, and don't whistle in the woods because man, you'll see some things in the woods.
Nathan would tell you.
You can see there's a few videos we showed you.
Mm-hmm.
There's them people whistling in the woods, like that one we showed you. Remember that one we showed you, bro? They were hiking and they saw that face in the woods.
Yeah. And Nathan had one. I sent it to Dad. He never replied on it though. But I did send it to Dad, the one that Nathan took. So because Nathan he does have some evidence. So yeah.
But y'all take care of yourself. This is the Mental Letters.
And before we do that, I got to make sure I get this outro right.
I think it's on there.
Is it on there? Okay, yeah, I think it is. All right, guys, with that, we out of here.
All right.
Peace.
Giants.
People who came from the sky.
Yeah.